Let's get to that Steele dossier. Here is the brain trust of Tomi Lahren. She is on Fox and Friends, and there has been apparently a subpoena into Fusion GPS's finances, which was the subcontractor from the lawyer, the Clinton administration, or Clinton campaign's lawyer for the campaign that looked into this Steele dossier. I will say that the efforts of the right to discredit the Steele dossier lead me to believe that they are quite concerned about what's in the Steele dossier.
I agree. I don't know if it's in the sound sheet, but there's a little tiny taste of something. Oh, you don't know if it makes it? Oh, good.
All right. And so here is Tomi Lahren on Fox and Friends. And the real question is Tomi Lahren is lacking in, I think, a certain amount of intellectual sophistication. The question is, when she goes on Fox and Friends, does she lower or raise the average intelligence on that program? That is a question, I think, for the ages.
Fox News alert. Fox News confirming the DNC and Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign paid for that dossier filled with salacious allegations about Donald Trump's ties to Russia.
So, will the media talk about the Russia scandal now? Here to weigh in, Fox News contributor Tomi Lahren. Tomi, does this situation die? But I think it won't, because the Washington Post is the one that broke the story, and it's the New York Times that evidently is ticked off that they were lied to. What do you think?
Oh,
Pause it. Let me just see if I understand that question. Do you think this is going to get any coverage from the mainstream media that broke the story and are hyping the story?
Oh, isn't it funny how they get upset when they're lied to? Personally, I'm a little upset this long to find all this out. Thank goodness for the Hill for breaking a lot of this information. But the question is, they're talking about it for a couple of days. Will they talk about it for almost a year the way they did about this supposed Donald Trump Russia collusion? That's my question, Brian.
Sure. You know, it's interesting
Pause
if you
it.
remember.
This is not Russia collusion. This is a campaign hiring an Oppo research guy and not releasing the material during the campaign. Let us not remember, this did not come out until after the election. Go ahead.
Collusion. That's my question, Brian.
Sure. You know, it's interesting if you remember. If you've been watching her book tour, Tony, you know, Tommy, you know that she's been playing the victim card where, you know, she blames James Comey and, of course, she blames Russia. Now we know that this Russian dossier she actually financed along with the DNC. That is delicious irony, isn't it?
Pause it. Now, anybody with any type of integrity or intellectual rigor would say, I don't get what you mean. What's the irony? These are two different things. You might as well have said she complained about Russia and James Comey, and then she also she got a haircut. That's weird, isn't it? Let's see how Tommy says.
It's irony, isn't it?
Oh, it's amazing. And, well, she knew this all along. She just thought that she could get away with it because Hillary thinks she can get away with everything. And I just can't wait for more information to surface. I'm glad that we do have some outlets out there that are trying to seek the truth and report it. It's refreshing. I think we're going to find out more and more and more. And, boy, she's going to have a lot to talk about on that book tour.
Yeah,
I thought that was already happening.
The book tour, I think, is over.
The book tour is over. They couldn't even do that. These people... All the Clinton campaign needed to do was you leverage that dossier and then just disappear. Send like a handful of surrogates to the Midwest and say, we're actually going to do something about jobs and see if people believe them or not. And then just let these people talk.
Yep.
Every time I hear them talk, I get happy that I voted for Hillary Clinton, which is the only time that I feel any sense of satisfaction.
I'm still waiting for the piss tape.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What?
I think you'll find that it's the P-tape.
Oh, my bad.
All right, girls, this is where Barack slept with Michelle.
Let's do this.
It's going to be an open exchange. Everybody's going to have respectful time.
Steele didn't know what he was talking about. It's a poop tape. Join us.
Oh, Jesus. Whoa. Oh, man.
Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos